Hello everybody, so today I want to talk to you about what I'm calling my mild weather bushcraft kit. Now of course this always starts out with things that are on me, not just in my pack. So here on the left side I have got El Shede, a little backup hank of paracord. I try not to open this one just because it's so nice and neat. This is kind of just an emergency backup. A lot of times I'll have different things stuffed into my side pockets depending on the trip and what I want to have handy. And the weather, of course. So right here, I've got my ferro rod. The other side, I've got my Mora and 45. Oh, and got my hydration right here. And in this pocket, I've got about 6 feet of bank line, just in case I need to tie something up real quick, hang up my pack even when I'm dropping it off. It's always nice to have that handy. Inside the vest, I always keep a lighter in a pocket on my person, as well as a backup one in the pack, just in case. And some other times, don't have anything in there right now, but to have some extra cordage or maybe even some bandages, something like that. So that's it for what I have on me. Let's go take a look in the pack. So let's go around the outside first. On the bottom, I have got a military surplus sleeping pad with a wool blanket rolled up inside of it. Yes, this is heavy. It's kind of bulky, but this is the pad that I had, and I really wanted to use a wool blanket with this setup, so that's what I got on here. I do have first aid kit, pretty basic as far as keeping any injuries clean and things like that. Cuts and scrapes, burns, bug bites. I do have a small folding pack shovel. This is probably the cheapest one I have ever seen, but somehow I've had this thing for years. Right here, I've got my compass. And what I might do a lot of times is switch my compass out with my phone and put the compass in my pocket and keep the phone nice and safe in this pouch. And you can see on the sides here I have got my Agawa Canyon Boreal 21 saw. I love that saw. It's going everywhere with me. I have my Pathfinder canteen set right here inside this pouch. The canteen has the whole nesting setup there. I got the canteen, the cup, and underneath the cup has the little stove stand. And of course in the bottom I've got my pot hanger and a lid for the pot. Now in these side pockets, one side I just found was a nice spot to keep this big old chunk of fat wood. So you never know when you might need it. The other side is more with the theme of cooking. I've got my salt and pepper. And we'll work to this side over here. In this bottle pouch, start with the outside pocket. Got this little tin. Within that little tin, I just have some Tabasco, little bottles of Tabasco sauce. And I've got some coffee and drink mixes. Next up, out of that same pouch, I have got bandana and an Esbit stove. Just in case I don't want to make a whole fire to cook on, I got this little guy always ready to go. Now inside the actual bottle holder, now because I carry this canteen and the hydration bladder in here, which is 3 liters, and I think that's 2 liters? I can't remember exactly how much that holds. But anyways, I've got over a gallon of water on me. So in here, in the top of this, I've got my number 2 kit, which is just some paper towels, toilet paper, antibacterial wipes, all that good stuff. Next thing down, I have some extra food. It's, Granny's home-style potato soup, just something I could fit right down inside there. And underneath that, oh, forgot I had my silverware in there too. And underneath that, I've got my Stanley pot here, which I made my own pot hanger for. And that all that fits down inside there. And inside the pot, I only put one of the cups that comes with this set in here, because I like to stuff it full of coffee and whatever I can fit in there. Forgot to put some hot chocolate in there, darn it. But that's that. That's all that's in there. All right, we'll go to this top pocket first. This is gonna be kind of like my accessory pocket here. I have my snacks for the day. There was a couple more things in here, but I've been out for a while, so I've already been munching on them. Since I'm carrying my 45, I got a little box with some extras. Just, you know, in case I want to play around. Plus, I've got some different types of loads in there in case I needed to go hunting with it for some reason. Never know. That does it for there. Now, inside this is kind of my, like my survival gear pocket. Now, remember, this is my Bushcraft bag. It's not just solely a survival kit. It's not a bug out bag. This is something that I'm gonna just grab ready to go, come out for a couple days and go back home. And if something does go wrong, I do have some items that will help me, and I keep them all in this pocket. And now also, because it is a Bushcraft bag, there's going to be things that are changing inside of this kit here. There might be different things I want to practice with one time when I go out that I might throw in here. But anyways, I've got my Sawyer squeeze filter. Been a big fan of those for as long as I've had one. I just got a bunch of extra bank line right here. I probably still have about 30-40 feet left on that roll. I do have my headlamp. I keep it inside of this pouch to protect it with some extra batteries. This is a black diamond. Bam. And extra little tube scarf just in case I need to keep my head warm, keep my neck warm, keep my face warm. Just handy. Of course, can't have too many. Got another bandana, this one brightly colored, in case I do need to do some sort of signaling. Insect repellent. These bugs are still around, so I'm gonna keep them away from me. Now we've got my fire tin here. Inside of this fire tin, I've got a magnesium pencil sharpener. I've got some different tinders, along with my stone and striker for practicing flint and steel fires. And I have a mini Altoids tin in here that's got char cloth inside of it. Next up, down inside here, I've got my knife sharpener. Green side is ultra fine, red side is regular fine. Got to keep those edges going. Another thing that's on my person that counts as part of the kit is a leather belt, because I do use that when touching up my blades. Now I've got another lighter. Like I said, I keep one in my pocket, one in my pack, just for emergencies. 'Cause a lot of times when I'm out, I want to practice other sorts of fire making. On this stick here, I've got about 10 feet of stainless steel wire that's about, I think it holds about 50 pounds. Now there's just all kinds of things I can use this for, from making traps to gear repairs. I have a 55-gallon 3 mil drum liner. These things are heavy duty and big. Yeah, I can use this for shelter. I can use it to fill it up for insulation, I can collect water with it, I can make a poncho out of it. There's just no limit to what you can do with this thing. And then, last thing for that pocket, I have a repair kit. And I did notice one of my pouches, this canteen pouch actually, the seam's coming undone. So, in here I've got my sewing kit, just in case. Never know. Now let's get onto the main pocket here. Alright, off the bat on top, I've got a pillow. This is something that's very new to me. I've never brought a pillow with me on these kinds of trips, but I always like stuff a sweatshirt or something under my head, and I always wish I had a pillow, so I finally got one. And now I'm not gonna go without it. Look at that. Alright, also inside here I have the AquaQuest Defender. I think it's 7x10 tarp. This tarp is kind of heavy, but it's very, very durable, very well built. And then the last part of my sleep system, I have a Snug Pack extra large jungle blanket. So with this and the wool blanket, it should be able to keep me and my doggy nice and warm. And then this winter time, I'll have to switch to my sleeping bag, which it doesn't take up more space than, probably takes up less space than this stuff. The only thing is I can't keep my dog warm with me with just the sleeping bag. So during the time of year I'm taking him out with me, I like to use a blanket setup just so I can cover him up as well. And then down here, you guys can see in the hole there, that's where the water bag goes. And that does it. Yeah, it's kind of a simple, light kit, but the purpose of this is to, basically, it's the necessities, and everything else that I want, I've got to build. And that's what Bushcraft's all about. So I hope maybe you guys got an idea for your packs, or maybe there's something you thought of while watching this that you can leave in the comments to let me know about that you think I would really like to put in here. This is what I have so far. And again, contents are gonna vary depending on what kind of trip I'm on. All together with all the water, I'm looking at about 30 pounds here. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.